Thank you for choosing GamBoodLe. This series explores how to write an effective 5-paragraph persuasive essay. In Part 5, we will discuss the conclusion paragraph in more detail. The conclusion paragraph is where the writer provides closure to their essay. Let's begin by going over some of the do's and don'ts of writing a conclusion paragraph. Don't overwork your conclusion paragraph. This is not the place to add new supporting points or ideas. You should also try to avoid using flowery language or verbiage. Additionally, it's best to use simple sentence structures. Do keep your conclusion paragraph simple. Your conclusion paragraph should be between 3 to 5 sentences long. Stick to your supporting points and use clear and simple language. Don't use obvious phrases to start a conclusion paragraph. Avoid overused phrases like to conclude, in conclusion, in summary, and to sum up. The reader should be able to recognize that they're reading your conclusion paragraph without any of these cues. Do check your essay for key words. Incorporate some of the keywords from the introduction paragraph or the body into your conclusion paragraph. This will help link your conclusion paragraph to the rest of your essay and provide the reader with an overall sense of cohesion and continuity. Let's continue with Part 4's less conventional position that tropical fish are superior pets to cats and dogs for people with Alzheimer's disease. Take a moment to review the completed introduction paragraph. In the conclusion paragraph, the final paragraph, the writer will reiterate their position, address counter-arguments, summarize their 3 supporting points, and provide a closing statement. Reiterate your position using different words than in your introduction paragraph. For example, for people with Alzheimer's disease, tropical fish are superior house pets to cats and dogs. Take a moment to compare the position from the introduction paragraph and the reiteration of the position in the conclusion paragraph. A conclusion paragraph should also summarize the 3 supporting points listed in the introduction paragraph, but again in different words. For example, tropical fish require less care, facilitate multiple health benefits, and won't startle anyone with unpredictable noises. Take a moment to compare the roadmap from the introduction paragraph above and the summary of the 3 supporting points in the conclusion paragraph below. We're now going to revisit the body of our essay from Part 4. Our final supporting paragraph will focus on how quiet tropical fish are compared to cats and dogs. We're going to anticipate any counter-arguments to our supporting position. For example, yes, but aquariums have mechanical parts, like water filters, that make noise all day and night. A well-crafted response could address this along with other possible counter-arguments. Finally, the conclusion paragraph should end with a closing statement to give the essay a sense of completion. While there are various types of closing statements to choose from, we're going to focus on 3 common types. One type of closing statement is a call to action. This option is intended to inspire or motivate the reader to take action in their own life. For example, if someone close to you has Alzheimer's disease, you should discuss the benefits of an aquarium with their caregiver. Another type of closing statement takes a broader or global view on a particular topic. This option invites the reader to consider larger implications that are not covered within the scope of the essay. For example, in addition to traditional medications, Physicians would do well to prescribe tropical fish therapy to their Alzheimer's patients. The final type of closing statement we'll discuss is famous quotes. Depending on the quote, this option can, for example, connect the essay with popular culture, provide historical context, or simply end on a humorous note. For example, John Ruskin once said, "No human being, however great or powerful, was ever so free as a fish." Observing this freedom allows us to transcend our own physical limitations. Take a moment to review the completed conclusion paragraph. Let's now add a transition sentence to connect the third supporting paragraph to the conclusion paragraph. Take a moment to review the completed paragraph for the third supporting point. We can use the following transition sentence to link the final two paragraphs of our essay. Take a moment to review the bottom half of the third supporting point paragraph and the completed conclusion paragraph. You may have found this section of the essay a little too repetitive. Upon closer inspection, we can see that the transition sentence both reiterates our position and provides a brief summary of our three supporting points. What if we use the transition sentence to replace the first two sentences of our conclusion paragraph? Now let's review this simpler, more streamlined version of our conclusion paragraph.
Question 1. What are the don'ts of writing a conclusion paragraph? Don't overwork the conclusion. Don't add new points or ideas. Don't use flowery language or verbiage. Don't use complex sentences. And don't use obvious phrases like "in conclusion" or "in summary." Question 2. What are the do's of writing a conclusion paragraph? Do keep your conclusion paragraph simple. Your conclusion paragraph should be between 3 to 5 sentences long. Stick to your 3 supporting points and use clear and simple language. Do check your essay for keywords. Incorporate some of the keywords from the introduction paragraph or the body into your conclusion paragraph.
Question 3. What 4 things does the conclusion paragraph do? The conclusion paragraph reiterates your position, addresses counter-arguments, summarizes your 3 supporting points, and provides a closing statement. Question 4. What does it mean to anticipate counter-arguments? Imagine possible counter-arguments to your supporting points and write your response to those counter-arguments. Question 5. What are 3 possible types of closing statements? One type of closing statement is a call to action. Another option is to take a broader or global view. Famous quotes are yet another type of closing statement. In Part 6, we will look at how to use transition sentences in a persuasive essay.